This book is created in Holland because Jenaplan exists 100 years. So all the schools in Holland got one book from the Jenaplan organization. I'm going to tell you the story because it have the same things like you have, where the Jenaplan started and how it developed in Germany with Peter. Peter Peterson is the founder of Jenaplan. He comes from Jena, so that's why the name was made by an American woman. She said, "Oh, the Jena education," and that's why it's called Jenaplan education. This is Peter, little Peter. Peter Peterson was born in 1884 in Grosenwehe. It's in the north of Germany. It is a small and poor village. Here and there are farms. There is a church, a blacksmith, a cafe, and a small school. There are no real streets, but dirt roads and car tracks. The people have to work hard so that there is enough food for themselves and for the animals. Peter also lives on a farm with his parents. Yes, and this is the house where he was born. It's a real house. So we made pictures of it, and this is a very old one. In the village, there's a small school with only one class and one teacher. All the children are in the same class, all the boys and girls of the village. Everyone knows each other. Peter likes school. His master is very kind. Peter is the oldest at home. He had 5 more brothers and 2 sisters. Peter's parents are poor and they are very unlucky. A brother and sister die when they are very young. Everyone is very sad about that. The other children at school comfort Peter. It is nice at school, he's happy there. Because there's only one class, the small and the big children sit together. Everyone plays with each other, takes care of each other, and learns from each other. Look, this is the whole school in one classroom with only one teacher. Here you see him. Yeah, he has a lot of children in his classroom. When the teacher explains something to the older children, Peter pays extra attention. The master is very good at explaining. Peter is very fond of his master. Actually, the school lasts 8 years, but after 6 years, Peter has already learned everything. His parents like that, so he can work on the farm. But his teacher and the figure think that Peter should go to the grammar school, and his mom and dad want him to come and help on the farm. Fortunately, he is allowed to go to the grammar school, the secondary school. Peter loves to learn. He has to go to the big city nearby. There he can live with an aunt and an uncle. On Sunday evenings, Peter goes to visit his aunt and uncle in town. His father brings him with the horse and a car. They take everything he needs for that week, near clothes and enough food for Peter and for his aunt and uncle. There are only boys in the class. They wear very neat clothes. Everyone wears the same hat. In the beginning, Peter doesn't like it at all at the gymnasium. He misses his brothers and his friends. Sometimes he is bullied. Then he feels all alone. On Saturday, Peter walks home again. It is 15 kilometers of walk in all weather types. Peter is getting used to the gymnasium more and more. He loves to write poems and plays, and he also likes to draw. Every now and then, he still goes to his old master at school in the village. Then he tells what the village school is, how much more fun there is than in a gymnasium. And after 8 years of hard learning, he is successful for his exam. Then he goes to the university and studies a lot of subjects and 7 different languages. 7. When Peter is 25 years, he became a universal teacher in Hamburg. but he gets bored to teach like that. All the children are sitting in rows who are fixed to the floor. They have to be quiet, sit up and listen very well. He says he thinks, how boring. And he thinks they will never do something together. And they do not want to share things, do things by themselves. Peter is getting married and becomes a father. And he reads a lot in the newspaper about the war in Europe, Second World War. And 3 brothers of Peter become a soldier in the war. They are all killed and will never come home again. And the family is very sad. War is cruel. Can you teach children on school to make no war, is Peter thinking. Not like this. He wants to become a teacher, but he wanted to become a teacher like this. You see what was here? There. Yeah, they're sitting in rows, only thinking, not talking. The teacher is only the one who is speaking, and he wanted to do like this. He is very happy he became the principal on a completely new school. Children are allowed to think what they want to do. You see, they don't work against each other, but they work together. And they are allowed to work, to draw, to paint, to make music, play art. And Peter is a very good principal, and the university asked him if he wants to become a professor. So he should not only teach, but he can also think about a new modern school. Peter looks for teachers who had worked on a little school, on a village school. He's looking for them. Yeah, and why he wants them? Because they are used to work with multi-level groups. Yeah, they throw away all the authentical desks, and he took nice furniture. So you can put them away if you want to do something in the classroom. You make a circle or something, and it must look confident because everybody needs to feel home. Many parents become angry because we don't need a new school. We sent our children to another school. And Peter said, okay, I'm happy. Please go. Now they got a lot of new children in the school, and Peter calls it a human school because all children are welcome, rich and poor, boys and girls, clever and not so clever. Also his own children go to the new school. And the new children who come to the school bring large of bags with candies with them. They're giving everyone candies, so it is a party to go to the human school. Ridiculous. On school you must learn. But Daddy, every child gets a helping child, another child, a friend. Then you don't feel alone at school. Peter thought about it. The children are sitting 3 years in the same classroom with the same teacher, and you are then once the youngest, once you are middle-aged, and once you are the oldest. So you help. In a group, in a multi-level group, you take care for each other and you help each other, and you learn to live together. Okay. And on this school, you do not even have to listen. You also have to talk with each other. So you learn to understand each other better. And that's why the group is going in a circle. So you can see each other and you can hear each other. And also the parents are talking a lot with the teachers. So speaking together is very important. Okay. And playing is also because in this school you are allowed to play. Peter thinks from playing you learn a lot. You can play outside, you can play arts, you can play games into the classroom. And many times children do not understand they learn a lot from playing. They only think, I am playing. But in this school, it looks like the same, playing and learning, because it's a play. Everyone can join, and someone is it, and so you run. Playing together is very important. And in every group, you work with word orientation. And the children go outside for looking and exploring. When a subject is finished, the parents come and look what the children made, have been written or drawing. And the fathers and mothers think the school is so important that they want to come to help. They teach in something where they are good at. So you learn on this school from the parents, from other children, and also from the teachers. Working together with parents, with teachers and children is very important. Every week we start with an opening, a week opening. What is going to happen this week? On Friday we have the celebration. Then we show what we learned, what our experience are. The birthdays are always a party. Easter and Christmas we celebrate with the whole school, and often there will be a play. So celebrate together is very important. Even if there are sad things which have happened, you come together, because if you feel sad, it is nice to comfort each other, to give empathy to each other. And that makes the human school in Jena so special. Jena, Jena, Jena. From the whole world, hundreds of professors and school directors came together to Switzerland to learn new things about schools. The new school of Peter in Jena exists 3 years. Peter is the professor from Jena. He can tell about his school. He is very proud on his school because it's a real human school. And the children feeling happy at school. He get many applause and he will become happy. By his beautiful story, much more people want to make a school like Peter, who created it in the city of Jena. And that's why there are all over the world Jenaplan schools. Okay, this book was made because the first Jenaplan school exists on 22 of April in 1924. Jenaplan exists 100 years and we celebrate that. Because, now I told you, the basic of Jenaplan is learning exists from love. Be in connection and be wondered. Be curious. The school is a living together, working together community where you learn to live together, to be a community. Parents raise up with the school their own children to humans who are very important for themselves, for the others, and for the world. That's Jenaplan.